Okay, let me see. We have a solution. We about to go live on. Here we go. Let me fix this. There we go. We not playing no more. We have to share the live. So, how do we do that? Let me see. I usually don't even hit that button. We have a solution. We have a solution. I wish I had like my anthem playing. We have a solution. Share the live. We are going to be going live on YouTube because we have a solution so we can take back Tameri. This is what they feared. They said black people could not read. Haven't you heard that before? This is my family. Welcome. Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. DUGG. What is that? I don't know how to pronounce that. This is my sister. Welcome to the live. We have a solution to take back Tameri. This is what they are afraid of. I'm going to be going live on YouTube because I believe that is greater. Let me see. 1 second. We're going to be going live on YouTube. I want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel Tasiim. I'm going to see, how do I pin the YouTube channel? I don't even know how to type in the chat. This is all new for me. I'm brand new at this. How do we do that? We're going to be going live on YouTube, so I'm just letting you all know because that is the greater way because I don't have any restrictions and I can say what I want to say and hold nothing back. We're not holding anything back. This is our land. We're going to be reading this on the YouTube channel. So this textbook right here, you see this? They said that black people couldn't read, right? Didn't they say that? They said that we were all unintelligent and they said all of our men didn't know how to read. And they tell us that. This is a textbook. And in there you have multiple choice questions. So we're going to be reading that on the YouTube live. So I want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Tasiim. You're going to... How do I pin it? Am I able to type in the chat? How do I don't have no options to type in the chat. Like, what's going on? It doesn't say anything. Is there like a button I can hit? Messages? Nothing? And I can't do nothing. Oh, comment? Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. And then I could probably pin this. We're going to go live on YouTube. Let me see. I'm going to type in going live on YouTube. Tasiim. That's how you pronounce my name. Tasiim. Going live on YouTube. There we go. And he can... let me see. Going live on YouTube. And then I should be able to pin this, right? How do I pin something? Pin this comment. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're going to be going live on YouTube. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, Tasiim. We're going to be reading our textbook on the live. And our end goal is we're going to be taking our country completely back. I don't give a damn what an African says. I don't give a damn what a Native American says. They can both kiss my ass. Both of their ass. You see? We're going to be taking our country back with or without them. And that's the ultimate solution. I'm pretty sure that all of my people are tired of being called African slaves. And when you ask anybody in your family, they will say, no, you're not a goddamn African. You're not a slave. Where'd you hear this shit from? I'm pretty sure all of us have heard something like that. So we have a solution to change all of that. There we go. This is who is Uriah. Welcome to the chat. Don't tell me that's one of the goddamn Mexicans. Because they really be hopping up in here. And they be all up in the comments. They be like, oh, this is not right. We're indigenous. No, you not. You ain't Chad. Hi. Welcome to the chat. We're going to be reading this on the... Wait, do I got to pin it again? We're going to be going live on the YouTube channel. We're going to be reading our book. We're going to be reading this right here. Let me show you. We're going to be reading this right here. Let me show you the little section that we're going to be reading. We're going to be reading this right here. The Kingdom of Tameri. We're going to be reading this with all of the multiple choice questions to show our people that our kingdom is called Tameri and nothing else. We don't come from no goddamn Africa. You motherfuckers have been lying to us. Stop reading. We ain't gonna stop reading. It's time to keep on reading because it's too late now. We have awoken. We have awoken. Thank you. Peace, God. Thank you for joining. How do I pin this? I need you all to subscribe to the YouTube channel because we're gonna be going live on there. Can I pin it again? Boom. Pin the comment. There we go. Going live on the YouTube channel. On YouTube. Tasiim Deliza. Search up Tasiim Deliza. I don't think I could put like a clickable link. Keep on reading. That's what it's supposed to be. Yes. Yes. So we're going to be reading this on the YouTube channel right here. This right here. It says day 11 at the top. Day 11, we're going to be reading our textbook. And right here, you're going to have multiple choice questions. They said that black people could not read. They said that, what else did they say? They also said that they took away all of our history. No, the hell you did not. He said, bro, you're going to be reading, and I'm not going to know one thing. Man, I know how to read and make that shit entertaining. So you about to know all of this. Yes, so hop up in here. I appreciate everybody for sharing my post when I broke down how our country is called Tameri. I appreciate you all. You know, I've been reading all of the comments, and all of these people, what do they call themselves? They call themselves Navajos. Yeah, their ass has been in the comment section crying their ass off. They've been like, oh no, my identity. They're taking my culture. Shut your crybaby ass up with that bullshit. Like, this is our fucking country. Your ass came from the goddamn caves. You have no goddamn culture. Go on somewhere with that dirty ass shit. You see what I'm saying? They really tried to take our whole country from us. This is our shit. You see what I'm saying? They tried that. I did a whole live before they took my shit down because I was going in on their ass. I was frying their ass. And they took me down. I'm like, dang. And I got banned on that page for 7 days. So yeah, when we're in these when we're making videos and we got the little Native American Navajos, Shinnecock got their ass in the comment section, we just gonna have to roast their ass. That's about it. And if this is really their land and all that, they lying, then why the hell do their people die from the sun? How the hell this gonna be your land when the sun is killing your ass? Do that make any sense? Do that make sense? They go outside for 15 minutes and they ass start sizzling up. You see what they're outside. I need my sunscreen. I'm burning. What's going on? My skin. How the hell this gonna be your land where your skin is cooking in the sun? You lying sack of shit. You're not indigenous to nowhere. The only place you're indigenous is to the motherfucking caves where your ass belongs. You see what I'm saying? That's it. They belong back in the caves. So we finna send their ass back to where they came from. All of their ass. And that's what it is. That is what it is. I'm going to pin this again. I want you all to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to be going live on there at Tasiim Deliza. That is my name, Tasiim Deliza. How do I pin this again? Boom. Let me type that again. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Tasiim Deliza. Let me see. Subscribe to the YouTube, Tasiim Deliza. We're going live on there. Going live there. Boom. So you're going to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Tasiim Deliza. We're going live right there. Let me pin that. Boom. Thank you for following me. My family. I love you too. I love all of my people. I feel as if, and it's about time that somebody has to stand up for this. We've been allowing ourselves to, they have been determining where we come from for the past, well, let's say 100 years. You know, our ancestors have been saying, they've been the only one producing books, and then we've been reading their books. Like, what type of shit is that? How the hell are we gonna know who we are if we reading their books? My family, thank you for joining. Let me see. Look like Han Ji-sung from Stray Kids. I don't... What is that? Who is that? Thank you. The ancestors, they have told me to do this. They said that it's about time that we take our motherfucking country back. And we cannot be afraid. This is our shit. The fuck? If this is my country, why the hell would I live in a week-old reservation? They in that reservation living like some goddamn homeless motherfuckers. Can't even afford water or lights or even Wi-Fi with their broke ass. And they're settling for that little ass shit. And they're saying, this is my land. If this is your land, why the fuck? How are you going to... A lot of they live in RVs. Living in a whole goddamn broken down RV from 2002. Some crazy ass shit. That's where the Native Americans live. Let me pin this again. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to be going live on there at Tasiim Deliza. Right there. They don't allow me to say too much on TikTok because if I do, they take me down for hate speech. And I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers, they took me down for some hate speech. I'm just telling the truth. I ain't hating on nobody. I'm just teaching what it is. This is our shit. Thank you for following me. Thank you. Thank you, my family. Yes. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to be reading our textbook. This planet was stolen from black people. We're going to be reading that on the live. And in addition to it, I need many of you because we have to teach our children. Especially things like this. Let me show you something that you probably never seen in your entire life. Right here. You see this shit right here? You see this right here? Did a goddamn Native American build this awesome ass shit? They ever built this? Native Americans? You see this? This is a palace located inside of the state of New York. Palaces. Yes, our Tamerican ancestors built palaces on our land. They also built statues with our faces on it that have gotten destroyed. What the fuck did a Native American build? Except for a goddamn tent. Their dirty ass living in a fucking teepee. Talking about this is their fucking land. You lying sack of shit. I got all of these buildings on my country, on my soil, and you talking about this is your shit. You a fucking liar. You a whole liar. They whole liars. It's in the book right here. This is a palace in New York. This right here. You can't hide a palace. You cannot hide a palace. That shit is giant. Let me pin this again. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to go live on there. You cannot hide a palace. Right here, you cannot hide this. And I also have put it in the back of the book as well. I made it giant. Let me show you something. This right here. You see this? You see this? Whole palace. You cannot hide this. This is what our ancestors have built. They created this. This is ancient architecture. That's how you know that this is our land. And what I said is we Tamericans are going to be taking our kingdom back. We're going to be taking back the kingdom of Tameri. With or without the Pan-Africans. With or without them. You see what I'm saying? I'm not here to get no goddamn reparations. You can kiss my ass with them goddamn reparations. I want to take my shit back. This is my fucking country. And it's not yours. I don't give a damn about no goddamn casino. You can keep that shit. But I'm going to be taking that shit from you because this is my goddamn land. You see what I'm saying? This is our goddamn land. It ain't theirs. Your ancestors built everything on this land. They created everything. And this is why they say that many of the buildings were founded. Just pay attention to the word. If you found a goddamn building, you found that shit, right? Found it. That means that shit was already there and your ass stumbled across it. You might have been walking around, you see? You might have been walking around. Your ass bumped your foot and you saw a big ass building and you said, I'm the founder of that. Your ass found the building that the Tamericans built a long time ago. Founded in 1801. Yes, they found that shit there that we created. You see how they try to play on words? Had us believing that the word found means to create. Those two are not synonyms. They mean two different things. So when we say they found a building, yes, they found the building that the Tamericans have built. And that's what we're talking about. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. This right here. I have another one for you all to see. This is also another building that they found. You see this right here? What that shit look like? Is that a big ass palace? I mean, not a palace. That's a castle. They found castles, right? Don't this look like a castle? That look like a castle to me. And they found that shit. They found it. That we built, they found it. You see? A whole castle is in Tameri. Whole castles that we built. We built whole castles. And they talk about this ain't our land. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. This is our goddamn land. They stole it from us, yes. And you and I both know that a Native American didn't build a single thing. They not even intelligent enough to build. Their ass is stupid and illiterate. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers whole illiterate. How the hell you gonna build a castle? The Native Americans from Siberia. Like, what the fuck did they build? You see what I'm saying? Nothing. They didn't build anything. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. They can't create anything. That's exactly what it is. They really had us believing that we couldn't write our own books. This is us. These are our people. All of us. Thousands of us. This is our book. We're going to be adding to it as well. This is a book that you can teach all of your children. If you want to homeschool your children and you want them to learn exactly who they are, and you also want, because here's the truth. I spent 4 months in Mexico. I moved to Mexico for a bit because I said I'm going to learn Spanish. And I remember I hopped inside of a taxi and there was this Mexican man. And he asked me this. He said, oh, negro. I'm like, who the fuck you calling a negro, motherfucker? He said, negro. And then he said, ¿de dónde eres? That means, where you from? I said, soy de Estados Unidos, Atlanta. That means I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. You see what I'm saying? He said, Atlanta, Estados Unidos, United States. He said, no. He said, Africa? I said, Africa? Motherfucker, is you crazy? How the hell, who are you to assume that I'm from Africa? I said, motherfucker, I ain't from no goddamn Africa, but I said that shit in Spanish. I said, yeah, I had to speak Spanish on his ass because motherfuckers in Mexico do not speak English. I said, soy de Estados Unidos, nada más. No soy de Africa. That means I'm not from Africa, I'm only from the United States, motherfucker. YouTube channel is Tasiim Deliza. I'm going to type it again in the chat. Let me see. I'm going to type it right here. Right here. Tasiim Deliza. That's where we finna go live on. Going live there. Boom, and I'm going to pin it. Yeah, so the taxi man, he's oh. And I had to tell him the truth. I said, because like I said, you in Mexico, they only speak Spanish. They don't speak no goddamn English. Why do I have that on, Steven? Because this is my shit. You motherfuckers didn't create anything. Only thing that you created was a motherfucking cave that your ancestors stayed in. That's it. That's the only thing you created. You was in the cave with the roaches and the rats. Your ass dirty as hell. So you was up in that motherfucker, eating off the ground and shit. You ain't create these. We created these. So go on somewhere with that bullshit. See, that's why I gotta be on YouTube, because they ain't gonna try to kick me off of the goddamn live, because I be on their ass. I do, that's the truth. Alright. It says, we had to make sure, because last time I said something, they said, look, we had to cut it off for community guidelines. I'm like, community guidelines? I ain't saying shit. All I said was the motherfucker came out the caves. Look, what the hell is community guidelines about that? You see what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? That's true. They had whole tails coming out their ass. Like when you look at the damn Mexicans and Native Americans, motherfuckers had whole tails. They had big ass long tails coming out their shit. This shit was long as hell. And I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen no black person with a tail. How the fuck they got tails? That's some nasty ass shit right there. My man said, he said, it's the great separation. The sun is cooking their ass. You see what I'm saying? Sun is frying their skin, and they talking about this they land. This ain't your goddamn land. Like, go on somewhere, man. They know damn. They walk outside literally. They can walk outside for about 14 minutes, and they when they walk outside, they usually have a timer. This is my Anunnaki. Thank you for joining the chat. Let me pin it again. Let me pin the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel because we about to go live there. Let me type it again. Boom, where it's at. There we go. We finna go live on YouTube. Yeah, so usually when these goddamn Native Americans, when they try to walk outside, they have them kitchen timers. You know the little kitchen timer? You have to twist it. It's white. You got to twist it for 60 minutes. So usually they set that bitch for 14 minutes. And they say, make sure we come back inside before the timer goes off. So the Native Americans, they pull out the timer, they twist it until it gets to 14 minutes. They take off running outside. They running outside. Right? Because that's the longest they can survive in the sun without sunscreen. But as soon as they hear that ding, they running their ass back inside. That's the only way they can survive. If this is real, how the hell is the sun killing you and you say that this is your land? Like, motherfucker, you didn't build no goddamn pyramids. You didn't build nothing. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, yes, they need the sunscreen and they need the clouds in order to survive. Usually when I be saying this, they be reporting my ass. Because they be offended, they be crying. They like, shit, he's on my ass. Like, fuck, I'm from the caves. Damn, my ancestors, man. Fucking shit. That's how they be talking. He said, well, sorry to say, this whole system is going to get worse for them. It's going to get worse for them, man. It's going to get worse for them. It ain't gonna get better for them. These are their last days. Let me type this in again. Let me type it in again. Let me subscribe to the YouTube channel. Where is it at? Where's the YouTube channel? I thank you all for commenting. Like, thank you. And thank you for supporting the video. Like, I'm thankful for all of you. That video, I think it's about to hit 100,000 views. And it's our people. We're waking up and we're realizing that we are the Tamericans. Right? We ain't no goddamn African American. That ain't my goddamn identity. Go on somewhere with that nonsense. Ain't no goddamn African American. Like, how the hell you gonna be an African American? There it is. Let me pin the comment again. There we go. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We about to go live on there. We waking up. You see? We waking up. We have maps now. The next thing that we're gonna have is we will have our own Tamerican flag. Once we have our Tamerican flag, we gonna wave that shit proud as hell. You're going to have a Tamerican flag outside of every house. You see? We're going to be like, this is my flag. This is my shit. And they're going to be looking like, damn, what the hell? I see these flags everywhere. These motherfuckers, like, where does flag come from? Thank you. They're going to be looking around. They're having whole meetings about us. Like, damn, these motherfuckers got their own flag. This shit is crazy, man. Let me see. Yeah, the whole LGBT, they did they same thing. Had they flag everywhere. It's fucking crazy. I think the Mexicans joined. They up in here with their hating ass. You know what's crazy? They really tried to convince us that, and the truth is this: our skin color is the color brown. If any one of us had a crayon and you put a crayon next to me, you would see that I'm the color brown, and it's the same for all of our people. Now, for some reason, these motherfuckers think that they the color brown. These goddamn Native Americans. They pull out a crown and they pull out brown. That shit, it does not match. At all. They don't match the color brown at all. But if you pull out the color peach is going to match. They pull out a whole peach crayon, it looked the exact same. So when they talk about the black and the brown should unite, like, go on somewhere with that bullshit. Motherfucker, we actually the color brown, you the color peach. It's been like that since the beginning. You see, now we waking up, we like, damn, these motherfuckers really peach. I'm gonna really start walking up to their ass with crayons. I'm gonna start coloring their ass. Coloring their ass, you see? And that shit gonna come out peach. I'm gonna walk around with a box of peach crayons. I'm gonna just start handing them out. Giving it to their ass. Look, hello, sir. I'm gonna walk up to a bunch of them. Hello, sir. Would you like a crayon that represents your skin? He gonna look down like, hold on, what you mean? Yeah, your skin is peach. Motherfucker. Here you go. And we gonna give him that shit. Like, here's your peach ass crayon. Your shit is peach. See? Of course they ass say, oh, we're all shades of wheat, man. We're the same. We're shades of wheat. We're the same race, man. Now they want to have peace because we waking up. They didn't want to have peace before. Ain't we tired of that? We tried to have peace talks. We tried to protest. We tried everything. We even tried to kiss their ass. And they started wiping us out. They started throwing grenades inside of our churches. But now they trying to have some peace talks. Motherfucker, we not finna have no peace talks. Enough is enough. We tired of that shit. Matter of fact, we finna take the whole land back. Ain't no peace talks. We tired of that. We don't want no goddamn peace. We want our goddamn land back. I'm tired of begging y'all ass to have a peaceful session. You know, I'm tired of that. We ready to take our goddamn land back. That's what time it is. So ain't no peace. Ain't no peace. Nah, none of that no more. Just show your true colors. That's all we got. Show your true colors and let us know that you don't like us at all. Because truth is, I don't like you either, motherfucker. I don't like these motherfuckers. I don't. I ain't like their ass since I was born. I ain't never liked them. He said, when you get it, your plan, champ. We do have a plan. The first thing that we have to do, and it's very important, is we do have to educate our children. Because we have to let it be known that our children are not no goddamn African slaves. Imagine one of these goddamn Mexicans and Native Americans. Imagine your little son is going to school, because this is what they did to me. When I was 9 years old, my mom, she moved to a state. She moved to a city called Lamont, California. I was in the 4th grade. It was just me and my younger brother, and I had 2 sisters that was there. I had an older brother. But I went to this elementary school by myself in Lamont, California. And it was a school. It didn't have no black people there. It was just nothing but Mexicans. And I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers is everywhere. That shit is fucking crazy. I thought this was a goddamn movie. So I went to this school. It was called Lamont Elementary School. And I remember I'm in the 4th grade and there's a student in the 5th grade. And this man, this is what he told me. There's a 5th grader, and I didn't have no protection. I didn't have my older brother. It would just be me by myself. I'm going to class, and there was this Mexican, and he told me this. He said, hey. I'm like, who the hell is he looking at? He said, yeah, you. I'm like, he talking to me? He said, yeah, you. He said, that's why your family was slaves from Africa. I'm like, what the hell you mean? My family was slaves from Africa. What is that? And there was 2 Mexicans. They were next to me. They were in my class. We was in the gifted class. That's what they call it. The GATE class. Gifted and Talented Education. So they said, Tasiim, did you hear what he just said? I said, no, I didn't hear what he said. What did he say? He said, that's why your family was slaves from Africa. And I'm like, what? What is that? I never heard that in my life. So I went home and I told my mom. I said, Mommy, I was just called an African slave in school. Mommy, what is that? What is an African slave? And that's when it hit her. Imagine your son being called an African slave by a motherfucking Mexican. Are you really going to put up with that shit? Are you going to allow your children to be called names by these motherfuckers who have tails? They have tails coming out of their ass. Are you going to allow them to talk shit on your children? It's the truth. Are you going to allow that? If you want things to change, if you want this to come to an end, I highly suggest that you get a copy of our textbook, This Planet Was Stolen from Black People. This is how you're going to educate your children. And what we have in plan is we're going to be building our own school system. This is called the Tameri Educational School System. All of your children are going to be enrolled and they're going to have their own learning materials. And they're going to feel proud about themselves. They're going to know that they are the Tamerican people. You see? They're going to know that they're whole Tamericans. Your sons are going to wake up. They're going to be like, they're going to wake up. They're going to sleep, right? They wake up. Ooh, I'm a Tamerican. They're going to be whole Tamericans, and we're going to have our own Pledge of Allegiance and our own national anthem that represents our own people. You see? Wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want to have your own national anthem for your own children, for yourself, for your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren? Wouldn't you want that? Our story, exactly, not his story. They have taught us their story, but not ours. Even when we were little, they told us that everybody on the planet was a goddamn caveman. Remember they told us that shit? They said everybody started off looking like a goddamn monkey. I don't even know that I can use that goddamn word because they be censoring all the words on here. But they told us that everybody was a goddamn animal. And we looking at the chart. And if you pay attention, the chart, it ain't got no black people on that chart. The human evolution chart does not include any black people. You look at any illustration, we are not on there. It's only them. But they try to mix us all in. They say, no, we all started off as primates and we evolved. Like, get your lying ass on. If you really think about it, 1/3 of them is born with a tail coming out of their ass. 1/3 of these motherfucking Mexicans and whites have tails coming out of their ass. You don't see any black children with tails coming out their ass. None. 0%. There's 0% chance that we're going to have a tail coming out of our motherfucking ass. That shit is only for you. So that should already tell you that we're not the same species. That's them. You know what I'm saying? That's not our species at all. That's they species. That's where they come from. That's their story and not ours. You see? We are the chosen ones. That's the truth. They get lice too. They got lice, straight hair. They got the same hair as a motherfucking dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, we should just walk around with some dog collars. Just start handing them out to their ass. Like, let's say I had a box full of dog collars and I just start passing them out. Like here you go. Here's a dog collar. Dog collar. You know, we know you got some motherfucking ticks, and we got to present that shit from spreading. We don't want that shit to spread to us. So who goes a motherfucking dog collar. You see, and we just start handing that shit out. You see? That's the truth, man. That's it. That's the truth. That's what it is. Yeah, they know. They've been trying to tell us to be peaceful for years. They've been trying to tell, like, they have. I'm tired of being peaceful. I'm tired of that. You know, I'm not trying to be peaceful no more. We've already tried that approach. Martin Luther King tried to be peaceful, and his ass is no longer here. He was the biggest ass kisser, and they still got his ass. So obviously that shit do not work. Being peaceful and getting sprayed with some motherfucking water hoses is not gonna work. We not taking our land back by doing that. Turn the other cheek. Turn a whole other cheek. Literally, they said if they take our land, we just gotta accept it and turn the other cheek. They could walk up into our house, take our house, kick us out the motherfucking house, and now we gotta turn the other cheek. Do that make sense to y'all? Do that really make sense? Can I talk about the pyramids? Yeah, I can. Exactly, I will not be peaceful. I'm tired of that. This is our land, and it's not theirs. We not finna get sprayed by no goddamn water hoses either. We not going for that no more. Exactly, MLK was a controlled influencer. That's who he was. Shout out to Malcolm X. Absolutely. But there's also many people that they have not taught us about before. And I'll be sharing this with you all. In this textbook, I talk about there was an empire that we had over here. We had whole empires over here. We had empires, we had guards, advanced weapons, we had a lot of stuff. And the empire that they never taught us about was called the Empire of Haiti. It is spelled Hayti. They tried to change the name. The Empire of Haiti, this was the king. His name is King Henry I. You see? Do he look like a goddamn Native American? Or do he look like me? The Empire of Haiti. Who does king look like? This is our king. This is our leader right here. You see what I'm saying? He don't look like them at all. He look like us. And we talk about it in the book. He was the king of Haiti. And what he was doing is he was taking a lot of their asses out. He had an entire military, and he said, these motherfuckers really trying to take over our shit. So he just started wiping their ass out. He said, look, I'm tired. Look, they got to go. Obviously, like, you see what I'm saying? They trying to take over our whole kingdom. We are not about to allow that to happen. So he just started, doing what we had to do. Just You know what I'm saying? Wiping their ass out. That's what he was doing. But they never teach us about him or others like him because they want us to be passive. They want us to be passive and they want us to turn the other cheek. That's what they said, no, we don't need any trouble. We're all the same. We're all one human race. We all need to have peace, live in harmony, and share goddamn tacos together. We all need to sit around a campfire and have some s'mores. Don't nobody want no motherfucking s'mores. We don't want that shit. We want our goddamn land back. Take your time. They do. They know it's our land. You need to read. Let me see. You can put Fort City. I started, and here's the truth. I started making these videos. What is it? In 2022. This is in November, 2022. And I noticed that a lot of us were debating with the goddamn $5 Indians. We was debating with them, and I thought to myself, making videos is good, but how could we take this to the next level? Because there will come a time where, because the truth is, videos, they can help, but it's not going to be the reason why we take our land back. You see, now how could we take this to the next level? I was on a live with Port City 2 years ago, and he had his teammates, and I remember telling them, I said, look, we're going to take our land back by force. And this is what he told me. He said, good luck with that. He said, they have an entire army. He said, they have an army, man. You can't take your land back. It's impossible. And he was telling me all this nonsense, him and all the goddamn friends, all this goddamn nonsense. There's no such thing as impossible. They took our land and we had everything. So you really think I can't take my shit back? We had everything. They took it. We can take it back. It's going to take some time. It's not going to be overnight. It might take years and years and years, but we're going to do it. This is our kingdom, the kingdom of Tameri. That's what it is. The start is coming together within our community and fixing problems we have against our own. Exactly. But every single problem gets fixed when we teach our children this textbook. You see, if we are the ones educating our children and they're not I'm going to be like, why would you have a white person teach your goddamn children? Does that not sound crazy to you? Like, why the hell is somebody who's a different race teaching your child? Shouldn't we be teaching our own children? Shouldn't we? Shouldn't we be providing the books for our own? If we provide the books for our own, then they would know that this is their land and this is Tameri. They will all know that they are the Tamericans. And all of them will know that this is our land and together we will take it back. That's what they fear. So in order to come together, the number one thing that we need is we need to educate the youth on who they actually are. They are not African Americans. They didn't come from no goddamn Africa. They came from Tameri. And they are the Tamericans. So they came from right here. Nowhere else. This is us. This is us right here. This is our ancestors. This is us. You see? Ain't no goddamn, you're not gonna find a single Native American on this motherfucking cover because their ass came from the caves. So they was not here. They were not here at all. You know what I'm saying? They was in the they was playing with the rats and the roaches. That's what they was doing. While we was building civilization, they was over there goddamn, eating raccoons and shit. That's what they was doing. Let me see. My man said. Yeah, so I want you all, because I'm going to be going live on YouTube. We're going to be having live lectures and we're going to be teaching our entire people that we are the Tamericans. So I'm going to type this again. I want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me see. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tasiim Deliza. It's right here. Tasiim Deliza. We're going to be going live on there. Live there. Because usually when I go live on TikTok, and it happened, I did a live on TikTok and they kicked me off after 7 minutes. I'm like, damn, the shit just started. Like, how you already kicked me off? It don't make no goddamn sense. Like, literally, this is crazy. 7 minutes? That's all I got? I'm surprised I lasted this long. So they usually be kicking me out. Is my name Islamic? My name is Tamerican. That's what it is. So a lot of our names, like my name is Tasiim, right? Tasiim, that's my name. And a lot of us, we have names like Kasim. I had a college roommate, his name was Kasim. I had a boss, his name was Asim, A-S-I-M. That was his name. So these are our indigenous names. If you got a name that has an I and M, that's an indigenous ass name. You see what I'm saying? But if you got a name like Ricardo, because I grew up with some Ricardos and some Ezekiels, then your ass belongs in the caves. You not from here. That shit is not indigenous. That's a fucking caveman ass name. That shit belong in the motherfucking caves. So this goes for any goddamn motherfucker named Edgar. You from the goddamn caves. That's where you're from. I'm gonna say, real Native Americans use eagle feathers, use cotton feathers. And what's his name? His name is Jace or whatever. Is that his name? I don't even know what the fuck that damn name is. That's a goddamn caveman name. And Jeffrey, like, what type of shit is that? They think that shit's funny or something. I'm gonna say, are you not Somali? No, I ain't no goddamn Somalian. I'm a Tamerican, and that's it. That's all we are. Tamericans. Are you the chief? In the kingdom of Tameri, because that's the name of our kingdom, we had kings. And I am one of the kings, reincarnated. A lot of us, a lot of my people, every single black person who lives on this planet, this is not your first lifetime being here. You were here multiple times, so I want to say welcome back to our planet. It is good to have you here. We are all immortal. Let me see 1 second. So, we're going to be going live on the YouTube. I want you to subscribe to the YouTube. I'm going to be going live in about 3 minutes. So subscribe to the YouTube, Tasiim Deliza. On YouTube, we're going to be going live on there. To watch live. We're going to be going live on there. All right. My Tamericans, I appreciate you all. We're going to be taking the kingdom of Tameri back. And I appreciate you. We're going to do this together as one collective. As the Tamerican people. With that being said, I will see you all on YouTube.